A lot of us might think that Canadian immigration law is absolutely wonderful. Unfortunately, it has a history of being very ableist and extremely racist. For example, the Live-In Caregiver Program and the Seasonal Agricultural Workers Programs are both programs that recruit from racialized countries, such as Jamaica and the Philippines. And while these programs are marketed as the easiest ways to come to Canada from these countries, they also create power dynamics between employers and workers that are rife with abuse and continue the long legacy of exploiting and using immigrant racialized labor without affording these workers the same rights and protections as Canadian citizens. The deportation of migrant laborers when they're hurt on the job or become disabled at work also continues a history of eugenics ideology in our immigration system. Hundreds of these workers have been separated from their families for years and face significant barriers when they're trying to sponsor their families to Canada. You would think that the unification of these families would be a top priority for the Canadian government, but it isn't. Adding to all of that, Canada's practice of indefinite detention of refugees needs to be stopped immediately. Asylum seekers are detained for months and sometimes even years in prison-like situations. And children are often housed in these facilities as well, which adds to the already traumatic experience of being an asylum seeker. Asylum seekers should not be treated like criminals while they wait for their refugee claims to process. And finally, climate migration as a result of civil conflict and natural disasters is becoming more and more commonplace. But with Canada tightening its immigration policies, we're seeing a huge amount of cuts in the amount of funding that goes towards refugee claimants and their resettlement. Border controls such as the Canada-United States Safe Third Country Agreement threaten the safety of refugees who aren't safe in the US. With its legacies of violence, Canadian immigration policies need to be reevaluated and rewritten with justice for immigrants, migrant workers, refugees, and asylum seekers in mind.